Signed, sealed and delivered, residents of the COVID-19 informal settlement handed over a memorandum of demands to both the City of Cape Town and the Western Cape Provincial Government, calling for basic services. The community, formed at the height of the 2020 lockdown, say government has failed to provide even the most essential services, even though it is 5 years later.
It is so unfortunate that things are not going according, and even today we're still crying for water, electricity and toilets, and as you know, they say water is life. We don't have that. The city is failing its people. Provincial is failing its people. They need to account for each and everything that they do. And that's what we want, accountability from them so that we can be able to live and have a dignified life.
Cape Town has been gripped by a series of service delivery protests in recent weeks, and COVID-19 informal settlement residents say they've had enough of waiting. The provincial government, however, insists that service delivery is prioritized according to the need and budget availability.
As a province, we have a long list of informal settlements, and we categorize those lists, those informal settlements accordingly. And of course, what we want to see is that over time, the demands which have been made by the COVID-19 informal settlements, that between ourselves and the city, we are able to deal with those. It's not something that can actually happen overnight. I think that's what we also need to make sure that people understand. We've had significant budget cuts in terms of our grant funding. That also impacts on our ability as government to deliver services.
But community leaders were not impressed with government's response.
If they're saying that Taiwan's supposed to have everything because it's have about 30 years, more than 30 years of existence, like many informal settlements. Section 27 says people must get water. It's their constitutional right. We're not saying here government must build houses for us because of we understand the backlog. We're saying we must get basic services. People can't live without basic services.
5 years later, and nearly 20,000 residents are still without basic services, while residents say they are growing tired of the snail pace of progress by government.
Silahlekelwe imiphefumulo yabantu abaninzi phana ngokwentambo nge-illegal connection lena yombane. Asinawo amanzi sifumana lamanzi asemfuleni funeka siqale siwahlalise ecala siwapheke imbi lonto. Sinabantu bethu abadisable abangakwazi nokuhamba phana kumnyama, sinabantu bethu abasokolayo i-toilet inzima into obona umuntu oku-wheelchair funeka ekwazi ukuzinceda cause toilet.
The City of Cape Town says it services informal settlements where possible, but many COVID-19 era occupations are on unsafe and flood-prone land, making service delivery difficult and dangerous. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Nasiphi Same in Cape Town.
The Labour Department has found that the non-functioning lift at Durban building was not properly closed off. The company that manages the building where twin siblings fell down the shaft of the broken lift has handed over CCTV footage of the incident to police. The tragedy happened over a week ago at the Homie Flats. Now, 8-year-old Aphelele Dlamini died while his sister Apile is still in hospital.
What we have found already is that there is some elements. There are some elements of negligence, because for what happened, for us it shouldn't have happened. Because if the lift that was unused, that was not working, was guarded, all the doors, the safety measures were in place, occupational health and safety measures were adhered to, wouldn't have had this incident. We find that the doors of the lift that was unused got to be opened by an 8-year-old, and those doors shouldn't be opened if the lift or the car is not in the door. And the car was not in the door, but the lift was able to open. Automatically, that lift shouldn't be opening. It should open through the certain mechanization that is there once the lift is aligned with the door. So it means there was something very wrong, and it shouldn't be been happening.